In this video, we're talking about the power of rituals. So not just routine, but intentional, meaningful actions that bring calm, clarity, and connection into your life. So if you're someone who finds yourself constantly rushing through life on autopilot and struggling to carve out moments of calm and quiet in your day, then this video is for you. I'm going to talk about the benefits of rituals, the simplicity of rituals, and 5 simple steps for you to create your own personal rituals that will support your well-being. So first of all, let's differentiate between routine and rituals. A routine is something that you habitually do automatically without much conscious thought around it. Whereas a ritual is a more thoughtful action. It can be something you do every day in the same way as a routine, but it's practiced with more presence and it usually has some meaning attached to it. And that meaning comes from your own inner self. A ritual really is about slowing down and mindfully engaging with whatever it is you're doing in the moment that you're doing it. And the real beauty of rituals is that you can actually ritualize your routine actions, or you can use your routine actions to help you deliberately formulate your own ritual. And I'll talk about that more in a couple of minutes. But first of all, let's talk about why it matters at all, why you should care about having rituals in your life. These reasons are backed by science. I'll drop the links to the science in the description below. It's not just me saying this. So rituals can help us to lower our anxiety and improve performance. So say for example, you're nervous about making a presentation at work. Rituals can help to ease your anxiety and actually boost how you perform in the meeting. As well as reducing anxiety, it can help you to feel more confident and more focused. And people use them in all sorts of arenas, in sports life, in business life. You don't have to confine your rituals to, say, first thing in the morning or last thing in the evening. Use them throughout the day, whatever is going on in your day-to-day life. And speaking about the start or the end of the day, rituals help us to activate the relaxation response in our bodies. So it can help us to start or end the day with a sense of calm, especially if you engage the senses during your ritual. So for example, that might be feeling the warmth of a cup in your hand as you're enjoying a cup of tea, savoring the aroma of coffee brewing, actively noticing the flickering flame of a candle. When you engage your senses in these ways, it can really help to enhance the relaxation benefits of a ritual practice. And the other really interesting finding is that ritual-like behavior can help during periods of grief or transition. They can help us to process our emotions more effectively. And that's because rituals provide structure and familiarity, which can be really grounding when life feels uncertain. So those are just a few reasons why you might consider introducing some rituals into your day-to-day life. The next thing I want to talk about is how simple it actually is. So a ritual does not have to be a big, grand ceremonial event. In fact, the simpler it is, the more likely you are to repeat it and to integrate it into your day-to-day life as a regular practice. The real key to a ritual is the intention behind it and the meaning that you attach to it. And as I already said, you can ritualize part of your normal everyday routines. So say, for example, your morning coffee. Do you grab it on the go, just gulping it down without any pause? Because that is an opportunity to create a very calming, centering, grounding ritual, starting from choosing your favorite cup, to being fully present to the brewing process, appreciating the aroma, engaging all your senses, as I mentioned earlier, so feeling the mug in your hand, actively savoring your first sip, taking your time to enjoy the coffee. Very simple, everyday activity, but when done in a more mindful and present manner, can really benefit you in ways that will surprise you if you're not in the habit of taking these mindful moments throughout the day. So keep it simple. It doesn't need to be elaborate. So now I'm just going to walk you through 5 simple steps to help you create your own rituals. So simple practices that will nourish you. And the first step is to identify what you need. So start by asking yourself, what do I need more of in my life right now? And maybe it is more calm in the mornings, a sense of grounding during stressful moments, or a way to transition from the busyness of the day into a more quieting time in the evening. So pinpointing what you need help with on a self-care level will help you to create the right ritual to support that. Step 2 is to choose an action. As I said, it doesn't have to be elaborate. In fact, the simpler the better, because simple enhances the probability of repetition. So it could be just placing your hand on your heart before you get out of bed in the morning, placing your hand on your heart, taking a deep breath, and offering a prayer of gratitude or setting an intention for the day. What it is isn't that important. What matters is the intention, the meaning, and then mindfully practicing it. Step number 3 is to make it sensory if you can. So I've already talked about how engaging with the senses can really help to activate the relaxation response in our bodies, and suggested ways in which you can do that. So really think about that when you're deciding on your ritual. How can I engage my senses more in this? Because it will help to really anchor you in the moment and make the ritual feel more immersive and effective. And then the 4th step is to do it with intention. I keep mentioning intention throughout the video. That's not by accident. Don't just practice your ritual by rote. Really take the time to slow down, to be mindful and present to what you're doing, and consciously do it with the intention to support your well-being in some way. And then the 5th step is to anchor it to something. So again, coming back to the point at the beginning where you can use your routines to help you create rituals. So your routines, your habits, something that you do automatically throughout the day. These can be moments that you can anchor a ritual to. So for example, when you're brushing your teeth in the morning, you could maybe mentally recite some affirmations. Or when you come home from work in the evenings, as you place your keys on the hall table, you could greet your home. Hi, honey, I'm home. Thank you for being my safe haven. But by linking your ritual to something that you're going to be doing anyway, again, it just helps you to weave it into the normal rhythm of your daily life. So that's it, a short and sweet one today. I hope this will inspire you to create some rituals of your own. If you already do practice some rituals, maybe you would like to share them in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, it would be great if you give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.